Hello Leo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could be something from the past. For others of you, this could be a situationship you find yourself in. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody that you've met. And you know there's a whole lot of energy, there's a whole lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. So this is what that person is feeling and thinking. First person that comes to mind. Oh boy. The cards are flipping out. They are falling. Let's see. Oh, It's a very challenging situation, Leo. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. At the end of this reading, I do channel archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and I do have certain reasons why I don't channel through spirit guides. Here we have mothering. First card's the strongest, followed by awakening. Then we have nourishment, power, challenge, compassion, embracing the shadow, followed by illusion. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have shape-shifting. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently, Leo. My dear Leo, the connection that I have with you is that of a lasting kind. In you, I now see this nurturing quality, where you are that one who wants to nurture, care, protect, love. And from you, I feel unconditional love, a love that just stays and never goes away. This feeling that I have, it is vast. It holds me. It encompasses me, and I feel that I'm wrapped up in a warm blanket when I'm with you. This level of comfort is something that I don't feel with anybody else. And with you, I can feel so good because I feel that I can be myself with you. I don't have to act. And now I've realized certain things. I've started to see things from your perspective. Finally, I'm starting to see things from your lens. I didn't do that before. Things were not so clear. And I was only thinking from one side, from my point of view. I was not thinking for the both of us. And now I see things clearly and differently. I also feel that in this connection there is a sense of nourishment. I realize now that you are that person who can make me feel emotionally, spiritually, and physically fulfilled. There is a sense of power that exists here. This nourishment, it's just so fulfilling. And I feel that I am the lucky one. But this sense of you being very powerful and me feeling powerless, I know sometimes you don't feel this, but I do view you as someone like this. I see you as somebody who is in the alpha state when you're dealing with me, and that's okay. You are the initiator. You're the go-getter. You're the leader. You're the one in charge. But I like this about you. It allows me to follow. You are very tempting. And sometimes I've seen you don't even have to try. It just happens. I also feel that in this connection, you have this way of making me feel weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. You don't do this just by chance. It's not done on purpose. It just happens. It's natural. And yet, all that has happened in terms of giving, all that you have given me, I now find that this entire connection has become quite challenging for me because I didn't see things from your perspective. I didn't put myself into your shoes. Right now, I feel that there's a challenge that I'm facing. This challenge in this connection. It is a riddle to which I can't find a solution to. It seems that it's a problem that I just can't solve. I don't know what to do. Beyond this, I don't know. But a part of me does know that whatever I did, the way I behaved, the way I reacted and interacted, I feel sympathy for you, and I do feel empathy for you. Simply because I can now put myself into your shoes and see what I did, how I made you feel. And yes, I do have compassion for you now. I feel and I see the things that I've put you through. I don't like what I see, but at least I do recognize it now. I realize something, that this connection, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. And things that have happened now make it very awkward. Not because you make me feel uncomfortable, but the challenge of reaching out to you and talking to you, that's what makes me uncomfortable. Opening up to you, that's what makes me uncomfortable. I would like to open up to you. You have seen a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and even aggressive. This side that you've seen, it is different. It's unlike the others. But I do realize now that you have seen a side of me that was dark, and yet it is still a part of me. Would you be willing to embrace that shadow side? Yes, I have not been the right type of friend, of partner, and I find it difficult for me to prove myself and to change any point of view because of the things that I've done, the challenges that I've put you through. I find myself stuck. And even though I want to open up to you, there's a part of me that stays hidden behind a veil, behind a false mask. I do not open up to you and talk to you about the things that are deep down in my heart because I feel awkward. Overall, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, something happens. And I always end up thinking about you. I feel that in this connection, a whole lot has happened. I'm on a path with someone else, doing something else, and yet my mind is focused on you. You are a sweet distraction. But I've realized now that you are somebody who is very soft and kind, very nurturing and protecting. You're the type of person that can take care of someone selflessly. And I never really realized that. I would just take advantage of that. But over time, Leo, I've seen the true nature of you. And you do have that ability of being there, literally for better or for worse. But I made things awkward. And now there's this feeling of just being uncomfortable. And I know what I've put you through. And the only way I can handle this, the only way I can deal with this challenge is by not dealing with it at all. What do? I put up my boundaries. I put up this veil and hide behind it because, yes, I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, but I also don't want to open up to you. Not because I don't want to, because I don't know how to. Hopefully one day I can. But for now, I've had this realization, this aha moment, and I see you in a different light, from a different perspective. You are like family to me, and I should have valued that. All right, Leo. Interesting. You are like family. The cards here that you have are very down to earth. There's some cards that it's almost like a roller coaster. There's some cards that you have sexuality, love, and things like that. And then you have some that are really low too, like betrayal, grief, those type of cards. And that's in this deck. These, however, mothering and nourishment, I would say this is a realization of the nature of who you are. And mothering could also be, just like fathering, a good mother or a good father, somebody that takes care of their child. Now, why does your person feel like a child? A part of them feels that, when we lovingly call somebody babe or baby, we don't really think of them as a baby, but it's like they are a baby. We want to cuddle with them. We want to love them, right? This is the kind of feeling your person of interest is now having towards you, but they feel that, this person just took care of me. They just love me in that way. They love me like family. This is something, Leo, that your person of interest is now feeling and believing. The problem is, for a small portion of you, this could also be a third-party situation. With a third-party situation here, we have an individual who is on the path with somebody else. So here we have Vila, and there's a horse. She's walking in the direction of the horse, yes. Now, the problem is, even though her direction is there, she's moving along on that side. Her mind is completely focused on the wolf that is headed back into the forest. That wolf is you. Yes, a lone wolf. All alone, but very feisty. One that can protect him or herself. Here we have Vila looking into the past, also looking over her shoulder and just yearning and longing for that person, for their love, for that protection. That is you. Your person of interest is missing you. Even if they're with somebody else, or even if they're doing something else. Their mind is distracted. That is very sweet. It's very nice. Unfortunately, where does that get us? Where are you in this? Your person of interest feels that it's kind of challenging, this entire situation. They don't find it as easy, simply because they feel uncomfortable now. They feel uncomfortable with their own emotions and the fact that they realize that this is not just some type of a connection where they can just come and go. No, it's something more than that, and they've realized this. But because it's so overwhelming, they're not able to talk to you or to reach out to you the way that they're supposed to. Instead, they keep their distance because they find it a challenge. Sorry, guys. Because they find it a challenge. And here you have somebody who is hiding. So your person of interest may seem very emotionally detached. Keywords, emotionally detached. But in all honesty, they're not. They're feeling and acting emotionally detached because they find the entire situation very challenging. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to move on. All right. Let's have a look. So remember, third party doesn't have to mean always an affair. It could also be that somebody here is working on a project. Maybe they've moved somewhere, and that move itself or that project is causing that sort of problem or delay or that distance. So there's a lack of time, energy, and effort that is being put into this connection. That issue itself could be the third party. Okay? Let's have a look here. Oops. Unable to move forward. There you go. Okay. All right, so let me introduce this deck. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. And with the Lover's Path Tarot, what I like to do is I go a little bit into your past to see what happened in the past that has made the situation what it is now. So things may have been perfectly fine at some point in time in this connection. They were going great, it was all sweet, but then all of a sudden something happened and it just became sour and just disintegrated, literally. So you're wondering what happened. Where do you lie in all this? So this particular deck, I like to read in the reverse. Not only that, but when I do read this, I read this a little bit in your past. And of course, this is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. The first set of cards that you just saw, that is the current status of yourself and of your person of interest, what they're feeling and thinking. Okay? So for those of you that did not get any closure, you didn't get any closure, there's this lack of feeling. You know, what happened? I just don't know. I'm lost. That feeling. Your person of interest may have ghosted you. They may have just faded. You don't even know why this person decided to not talk to you anymore. So hopefully these cards will provide you with a little bit of clarity on that. And with that, you could probably also make some decisions. We have here Princess of Arrows and the Four of Arrows. So we are dealing with arrows here. A lot of critical thinking, a lot of logic. All right. Here, in the reverse, Princess of Arrows talks about how this person at some point in time was waiting for news to come to them. This news could have been from you, it could have been from a different source. But the problem was they were not understanding this situation as much as they would have liked to. There was a sense, keywords here guys, there was a sense of ignorance and confusion. They needed news that brought sense to the situation. And words would have helped. A better understanding would have helped. So we see here ignorance and confusion. It appears that your person of interest was unable to even understand the type of connection this was. So what I'm seeing here is, in the beginning, it may have been very physical, and maybe it started to get even emotional. But now things have changed to the point where when they think about this connection, it's no longer the way they viewed it. Usually when you get into a connection or a relationship in the beginning, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of infatuation, and then we get, that love is there just by default. It just starts. Now, with that love, there's kind of like a waiting period, this period when everything kind of just simmers down, just like something is boiling and we just put it on low, right? So it's boiling, but it's very slight, bubble here and there, right? What I'm seeing here is this situation was at some point bubbling a lot. Now it's on simmer. But when it's on simmer, somebody can actually start to taste the flavors and realize the value of what this soup is. The soup that I'm seeing in my mind's eye, it's more like vegetable soup. It's like red tomatoes in it. This is your situation. Your person of interest has gone through a few things. They've realized a few things. But what did they realize? What I'm seeing here is the realization comes from the fact that this is not just a physical connection. There's something more to this connection, and they did not realize this before, but they are realizing this now. And what's interesting about it is, because we have this connection as, well, you guys could be soulmates, karmic partners, twin flames, because we have this connection as a spiritual connection, it also makes the situation much harder. It's very hard to let go, especially if you've met during a time when for you or them it's quite inconvenient. Maybe somebody here is working far away. Maybe they just got a job and they have to leave town. Could also be maybe they just recently got divorced and somebody here is taking care of the kids. But there's a sense of inconvenience. However, they're trying to look past that. And because they're looking past that, they now realize that, it's not just about the body. This person actually genuinely loves me. It's like their family. This is how comfortable I feel with them. This is a realization that your person has had, and it has taken time. This is why you have here with the Princess of Arrows that sense of ignorance and that sense of confusion, because in the beginning, because this is in the past, they did not see things that way. They were very much it was like a one-track mind. And that's usually the case for many people when we get into a connection in the beginning. We're not thinking of all of the aspects of a connection. We're just taking as it goes. However, the realization here your person of interest had, remember you had the awakening card, they're starting to see things even better now. They're not seeing things as they did once. They're realizing that you are somebody who is very unique, special, but more like family. And not just a lustful object. They see this, they feel this, they sense this. All right, we have here the Four of Arrows. The Four of Arrows. All right, I will read the entire piece because it's very important, all of the words here. So the Four of Arrows here talks about how your individual was trying to heal. There's a sense of introspection and isolation. There was time needed to heal and rest. Peace was needed after emotional disappointment. Your person of interest was detaching from the everyday world to regain balance. There was a sense of enforced isolation, loneliness, and there was a need for a more detached viewpoint of problems. Now, why did they detach themselves from the everyday world? Usually it's to regain balance, to understand a situation better. Now, why were they doing that? Because of the Princess of Arrows. There was a sense of ignorance and confusion. So they wanted to take a step back. So you're wondering here, why did they do what they did? Why are they so distant from me? The reason why was because they were trying to figure out this connection, Leo. as upsetting as it feels and sounds, them distancing themselves from you was them investing that time, energy, and effort into you. But you can't see that because all you realized was that, wow, this person's ignoring me. And I totally see that, totally get that. It's extremely confusing, even for you. But from this person's point of view, they needed to know more. They needed to get more information. And for that reason, that's how and why they started to keep their distance. But the distance wasn't just random distance. They were investing their time, energy, and effort into finding out how can they handle the situation. Because just before the 4 of arrows is the 3 of arrows, which is the 3 of swords. So there was disappointment, heartache, and there was a separation that occurred. They were hurting. But then they started to realize the value of you. And that's something that's huge because usually people are unable to see the value of an individual. It's rare. All right. Let's have a look at oops. We have here, yes. Here we have the beginner's tarot deck. So with this deck, I like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions that your person of interest may have towards you. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups. The Ace of Cups. 6 of Cups. Holy Hannah. Guys. 10 of Cups. Oh my Lord. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. 3 of Cups. Has this ever happened? Nope. Mostly, I think, none of my readings. I've never seen this happen where I get all of the sweets. This is very sweet. I like it. Guys, this is good. This does tell me that there's a lot of emotion being put into this. We have a beautiful card here. 7 of Cups, it does talk about how there is temptation around. There is this realization that there's other options. There's other things that one could do. But what's interesting about it is that in this connection, because of the options, because of the temptation that's around, because of the distraction, your person of interest has been daydreaming. The problem with the daydreaming is, yes, they're daydreaming. Yes, they feel that they know what they want, but they're not really doing anything about it. They're not really going for it. And that turns into a problem. So I do see a situation here where you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of options. They have a lot of stress on their mind too, because there's many other things that they have to do. There's many other things that they have to take care of. This could be other responsibilities. This could be talking to other people even. Sometimes this card talks about online dating. Well, that's a new interpretation. It could be that your person of interest is perhaps talking to another person. It could be a slight text. It could, just a small text, or it could be, full-blown, should I be with this person? Should I be with that person? However, in this reading, I see that that's rare. I don't see that that's the case. I see here an issue that your person of interest is feeling. They're almost conflicted with certain responsibilities, certain things that are on their mind that they know they have to do, certain things that they have to undertake. However, they're daydreaming. They're not really wanting to do it. It's almost like they're procrastinating because they've overindulged in so many other things, and now they're just like, do I have to do this? Should I do this? So I do see that aspect in this connection in that way right now. But then you have a beautiful card, the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups does talk about how in this connection there's a sense of forgiveness. So somebody here actually wants to forgive and get that forgiveness. They want to offer a cup of love. They want to ask for forgiveness and offer love. That's what I'm trying to say. So yes, your person of interest has this feeling. They have realized that this is what they want, and they're going to try to move forward with it. We also have here the Six of Cups. With the Six of Cups, this does talk about how a part of them feels that in this connection, there has been a lot that's happened in the past. Their feeling is that all that has happened before, they want to repeat all that. They really do feel the sense of desire and pull towards the first few moments that you've met. They miss the good old days. They want to reenact. They want to replay and be that person who met you just the first time, the first touch, the first glance, the first kiss, all that. Because those are the feelings and emotions that make this person feel very comfortable. So they are really living in the past because they like the past. They enjoy the past. It makes them feel more comfortable. Now, one thing about this card also, it talks about a past life. A part of them also feels connected to you on a spiritual level. And because of this spiritual feeling, they feel it's difficult for them to let go of you as well. This is why the situation is very challenging, because even if they're with somebody else, they could have moved on with somebody else, or whatever they're working on, they could have just done that. But they're kind of torn because they think about you a lot. They do miss you. We also have here the beautiful one and only Ten of Cups. Beautiful card. The Ten of Cups, it does talk about how in this connection, there is a realization that you are their wish come true. You are somebody that they wish for. They want you, they desire you, they love you. And what's important about this card is it talks about that settling period, right? At the end, happily ever after, where they want a home with you, they want to move in with you, a commitment. I'm seeing the word commitment, partnership. I'm also seeing partnership. There is this desire, to take it to the next level and to settle down. That's what I'm seeing. This could be, doesn't have to be, but it could be with children. You could even have pets, plants, whatever, but there's this prosperity and growth. I'm seeing those two words too. This is really beautiful. You do have some really nice cards here that talk about the feelings and emotions that are going through. Here we also have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups does talk about how the overall arching theme here, we have somebody who wants to make things better. They want to be somebody who can rejoice and celebrate and be that person who can basically be in a connection with you, but reconcile, go on a party, have fun, be together in that way. But it's also, the main thing here is union and reconciliation. So there was a little bit of upsetness in the connection. This could be either between the both of you directly, or it could have been a result of the circumstances where indirectly the both of you just feel, or one person here just feels a little jaded. We have here with the Three of Cups, the feeling and desire to celebrate. So I do see that there is going to be, yes, this is an action here. There's going to be a reconciliation coming for you. You both are going to maybe even go out, celebrate. This could be with each other. It could be with friends in a group setting. But I do see here that there's a desire to do this, and they are going to do this because there's too many cards here that say otherwise. You do have an offer. That is the Ace of Cups. The person has this great intention with the Six of Cups. They want you back. And you are their wish come true. Ten of Cups, they want you in that way. We also have here the Three of Cups where they realize, okay, I can only do this if there's a reconciliation. So whatever type of situation you had a while ago, I definitely see things are changing and they're not exactly the same as they once were. They're just going to improve, which is really good. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear. There's somebody outside. I don't know what they're doing. It's noisy. We have success. All right. This is, and I already did do a prayer on these just beforehand. These are Archangel Answer Cards by Doreen Virtue, and these are messages from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, we have here, first card is the strongest, success in the near future, no need to worry, followed by opportunity. After that, we have yes, and then we have no. Okay. If you hear a whisper, that's me whispering, guys. Okay, I'm just going to clarify this because I got another no. You're getting a no. No. Oh my heavens. It's like the angels like playing games with me. And then you get a yes again. So yes, no, no, yes. Okay, I still need clarification. If you believe, that does not mean much, please. Okay, I think I got something. Okay. Ask your angels and listen to your intuition. So, what I'm seeing here is a situation where there's a lot of self-doubt. That's what I'm seeing here. And this is coming from yourself. Because of the things that have happened, you're not as confident as you once were. And because of that, things have changed. Here, we have first card is the strongest. It's an exclamation mark, success. So yes, whatever happens in this connection is going to be successful, but it won't happen without any struggle, guys. I do see that struggle happening. We have here in the near future, there's no need to worry. They're saying that in the near future, things are going to be different. Things are going to be slightly changed, but it's going to happen in the near future. And they don't want you to worry anymore because apparently some of you were. And that's understandable. We also have here an opportunity that will be coming to you. Now, there's no need to worry. Why? Because you will be receiving an opportunity. This opportunity for success could be with this person, Leo. It could also be an opportunity coming from a completely external source, meaning another person too. It could be this person or another person. Either way, there's an opportunity coming to you. We also have here yes. So the opportunity goes with the yes. But no, it's not going to be within the next few months. So if some of you are kind of waiting for this to happen anytime soon, that part where the opportunity, it won't be coming until the next few months. It could be, but this is a general love reading. However, the success that you're supposed to get regarding this opportunity, that will come in the near future. So you have two things here. They're also saying here, okay. They're also saying here that in the next few months, there's going to be a time for you to listen to your intuition because you're going to be asking your angels for some help. You're going to be connecting with the angels, concentrating. Now, remember, we do not worship angels, but we do give them the highest level of respect, and we can make our requests through Jesus, through Jesus's Father, who is the source. And this is the way I deal with my angels, and this is Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. This is the way I do it, just to let you know, because it's like an employee manager system. These are the angels and they work for the managers. You connect with them, right? In your mind's eye, in your heart, you pray or you meditate and you connect with them. But you just tell them what it is that you want and you give them permission, right? Through the permission of who we call God. So these angels work for the Almighty, who is the source, the holy white light of God. Whenever you pray or meditate, always remember to say holy white light, because there is a difference. Now, we also have here, if you believe, so there's a part in this connection where you have become very doubtful, and that's why you've been worrying a lot. But here they're saying, no, it's okay. Just if you believe, it will come to you. That opportunity will come to you. Just remember that within the next few months, it may take some time. There is going to be certain types of successes, however, in the near future. Now, I do see here, when you ask your angels, do listen to your intuition, because it does appear that when you do ask your angels, you're going to be getting some type of messages. This could be signs and synchronicities. This could be somebody even talking to you, and it just makes sense all of a sudden. So do listen to your higher intuitive self, because that is your soul talking to you, the body / the spirit, who is not so much older and wiser. Your spirit is not as old as your body is, but your soul is been there, done that. It is so much more wiser. So please do listen to that. Guys, this is the end of your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. In the background, you may hear somebody cutting a tree. Yes, I decided to do this reading at a certain time during the day, and not a good time. Anyway, guys, if you can hear it, sorry about that. If you can't, no worries. Also, for those of you who are new, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio, and that is on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. Please have a look at that channel for some of you who may want to know more about the spiritual connection, that you may have a past life connection. Also, if you have a desire to find out more about certain types of relationships and the any type of guidance or advice you may need, I do have a few videos on relationships. And I do have one video that is on negative energies, what and who are negative energies, and how to handle and tackle those sort of things. All right, guys, you all take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye now.